Hi, this is Dr. Darren Schmidt at the Nutritional Healing Center of Ann Arbor. This video is about how to test ketones in the blood. And there's two devices. One we use called the Precision Xtra. It's like this. It's $25 on Amazon. It's spelled Xtra. And then the other one is Neo Plus. It measures ketones and sugar. This is just the Neo for glucose only, but you can get the Neo Plus that measures both. And then you have to buy the sticks. So here we have a glucose stick. It's this color. It's from Abbott Labs. And then we have the ketone sticks, and they're a lighter color, like this. I'll show you the difference. This is glucose, and this is ketones. So now the glucose sticks are about $1 a piece, and we've paid anywhere from $1 to $10 for this. You just have to be a savvy shopper for the ketone sticks. Okay, now the way that you load this up into the machine is that you, it's got a little tab right here. It's an indentation right there. And so you just rip it like this, and it exposes this black and white striped end, which then goes into the bottom of the machine, like this. Okay, then you can pull this away. And now the machine turns on automatically, and it has a blood drop. You can see a little blood drop appearing. It's ready for a sample of blood. So the poker for your finger, this is one that we've purchased. These are single use only, and I'm not going to demonstrate it, but when you buy the Precision Xtra, it comes with its own poker that you can use multiple times. Okay, and use it for your own personal fingers only. The reason why we have a lot of these single pokers is because we tested on a lot of people. But in your own home, just use the same device over and over again, and you're gonna put in a new needle every single time. Okay, so now these Abbott sticks also work for the Neo. So I'm gonna use this other machine and just put that in there, and this should turn on. There you go. It turns on automatically. And then that blood drop tells us that we're ready. Okay, so you do one sample, you get the number. Okay, you put in the glucose stick in there. It'll give you the number in 4 seconds. Take that out, throw it away. Put in the ketone stick, and put some blood on that one when it's ready. And it'll take 10 seconds to give you a reading, and then take that out, throw it away. And then you have two numbers. Now let's say, okay, so what we're going to do is some math to get the GKI, which is the GKI is the glucose ketone index, and this is where all the magic is. You want to see that your glucose is down and your ketones are up, and where are they at in relationship to each other. So this is the whole point. Okay, so the goal is less than 2 for the ratio, or for the GKI, less than 2. That's called nutritional ketosis. And then less than 1 is called true therapeutic ketosis. And here's how you get it. You take the glucose divided by 18.016 divided by the ketones to get that GKI ratio right here. So I did a little graph right here. And so the glucose is at the top, and you want that to come down. And the ketones are at the bottom in the blood. We're talking quantities in blood. And you want that to come up. Okay, when they cross right here, that's 1. That's a GKI of 1. And when you're at 1 or less, you're in true therapeutic ketosis. If you're at 2 or less, it's still really, really good, and it's called nutritional ketosis. Now here's the ratio. And so I'm going to do some, I got a little calculator here, and let's just pretend that the glucose is, I'm just going to pick like 90. And let's pretend you're new at this work. We're going to divide by 18.016. And you're new, so it means that your ketones are, let's say they're at 0.6. You've been eating a lot of healthy fat, and your ketones are at 0.6. So 8.3 is the ratio in that case. Okay, now it's better than 50. Everybody starts at around 50 or higher. If you're diabetic and your blood sugar is, 150, then you might even be at 70. Okay, but the ketones always start off at 0.1, real close to 0. and you can't get to 0 with ketones with these meters, but the closest you can get to 0 is 0.1. So the challenge is to bring the ketones up, and then as you do that, the glucose goes down on its own. So the goal is 3 to 6 with this ketone number. You're going to start at 0.1 and you get that up to 3 to 6. And then, so let's say now you're more experienced and you're having greater success, and now your ketones are, let's say they're 4, and your glucose has dropped all the way down to 50, which is totally fine. And let's do the math on that. Let's see what the ratio is on that. So 50 divided by 18.016 divided by the ketones at 4, and the ratio there is 0.7. So that's true therapeutic ketosis is below 1.0, 0.7. So there you go. This is the equation right here to find out where you're at, if you're in ketosis or not. So I have a lot of people telling me on the phone they're buying this machine, and now you can watch this video to see exactly what to do with it. And then how often do you want to do this? You want to do it as often as you need to understand what your body does, depending on what you do with your diet and exercise. Now, the fasting mimicking diet has been getting people into ketosis really easily, really quickly. And if you learn how to do that, you can. There's now websites and cookbooks on how to hack it, how you can eat certain foods, and there's recipes and meal planning and all this stuff, and it's very detail oriented with calories and fat grams and protein and carb grams, and it's all like laid out very specifically. So with that fasting mimicking diet, the reason why it works so well is because you're nourishing the body with a lot of nutrition and the perfect ratio of fats to protein and carbs, and your body loves it, and it just goes easily into ketosis. So that's what I've been teaching my patients recently, is more of the fasting mimicking diet. I've done now a year of other philosophies to get into ketosis, and they work, but it takes a lot of work. And then there's the keto flu symptoms, like brain fog and body fatigue and body heaviness and that kind of stuff. So right now I'm a big fan of the fasting mimicking diet. And there's actually a lot of research to back it up. So anyway, so I just wanted to share this with you, and now you can use the Precision Xtra or the Neo Plus and find out where you're at with ketones.